Hello, hello, hello. As you all can tell, my voice is hoarse and raspy. I have, what do they call it? Um, Laryngitis, I think. Let me make sure I'm pronouncing it right. Laryngitis, and I am on my meds, so um, laryngitis, yeah, inflammation of the larynx. Laryngitis, yeah. I am on my meds, so in a couple of days, hopefully I'll be fine. I've been hoarse all week, and I was told to talk less, but I'm making this video. First and foremost, come in, you all, say hello, hit the like, hit the share button, and if my hair is not looking well, excuse my hair, I'm on my way to the gym. In fact, my daughter told me yesterday when she saw my hair, she said, "Mama, you walking around looking like who shot Johnny and didn't kill him." I was like, come on now, when I get the braids out, I still sweat my hair, I still work out, and it is what it is. But great news, as you all are coming in, Debt Box, SEC case update with Gary Gensler. When things are being investigated and looked into, I talk less about the topic, and I research more, right? I talk less and I research more about the topic. And this is why, because when I educate and inform people about crypto, and if they make action or decision because of my voice, which is, hoarse now, or because of my education and information, I take that to heart, right? I take your financial future to heart. I really do. Whether you do or not, I take it to heart because I understand. And I was just on a Google Meet meeting, and we were talking about the difference between where I was talking about the difference between the kingdom of God and the kingdom of heaven, right? And you all know that I teach finances from a biblical perspective. If you don't know, now you know, as Biggie Smalls would say. But I teach it from a biblical perspective, finances. And, the kingdom of God, simply put, is God's way, God's mode of operation of doing things, right? It's God's way of doing things. But the kingdom of heaven is the impartation of the kingdom of God in this earth realm into man's environment, right? God, or the Bible states, the highest heavens belongs to the Lord, but the earth he has given unto mankind. So this live stream is a little difficult for me to get out because of my voice. Let me drink some water. But I'm going to make it short. Thank you. Tony, for coming in and saying hello. For other people, while I'm getting my water ready, that may be watching this live now or on the replay, come in and say hello as well. And so with that being said, on digital asset, right, digital asset, the SEC news is titled Gary Caught Lying, and that's Gary Gensler with the SEC was caught lying. And this is a response from Digital Asset, and I would definitely put this link of the video in this comment section after it uploads on the live stream. But if you're in my private Facebook group, I put the link in that private Facebook group, or if you're on my cell phone list of persons that came into the Debt Box Project because of me, then I text you the link to that video so you can watch it. It's like 20 minutes. It's a very short video, so you definitely should watch it. But this is Digital Asset News, who has over 341,000 subscribers and followers, right? And this video right now, Digital Asset News has 18,000 views, and he mentions around the 17-minute mark or 15-minute mark. Again, it's only a 20-minute video that he talks about. First, the spot Bitcoin ETF. You definitely need to follow that. That's expected to come in January. And then he goes into the SEC versus Debt Box case. And talks about how the debt box or SEC lied on debt box. Now, this is important. This is important because I educated my followers about cryptocurrency that is backed by real world commodity. And again, for you all that are coming in, my voice is hoarse, it's raspy, right? I have some medicine. It's been like that for a week. So, just listen closely, right? I'm glad you caught a live stream as well. As you all are coming in, whether it's Facebook or YouTube, tell me what part of the world you are tuning in from. Let me know. Drop your city and or state or country. But you also have Mark Cuban, other people on Twitter, or also known as X, that have made posts and that came about to include the SEC versus debt by case, right? And as a result, we've seen some gains over the last 2 days with our debt box account. So aluminum, for example, is up, and this is one of my portfolios, is up 11%. The debt box token itself, which is the blockchain token that connects all of these commodities, right, real world commodities, is up 6%. It is now at $7.65. I believe the all-time high was like 60 something plus dollars of the debt box. LaRon, maybe you can let me know. Drop it in the comment section. And then we have other tokens like blocks, commercial real estate. Someone saw a commercial real estate post for a Walmart, and it had blocks on it. Now, I'm not saying that this is connected to the blocks that we have here, right? But it did have blocks, commercial real estate. We never know. And we have black gold up 13%, which is oil, right? Texas tea. Oil. And this is why I told my followers, like, if you want to sell your tokens, right, if you want to panic over this, I get it, I understand it, because it was a panic for me. Not a panic, but a disappointment for me as well, because I really didn't know 100% about these different projects. But I knew, because I just got in November of 2022. But I knew that any project that will link crypto to real world commodities, right, to oil, to gold, to God's monetary wealth system, was going to be something very, very big, agriculture, providing clean water resources, things like that. And this is what we have here, where we have Grow. It is a cryptocurrency that is backed by mangroves, right, which helps in areas that have harsh weather conditions on the coastlines, against the winds, the hurricane season, right, tornado season, like in Florida, for example. So we have Grow. We also have health-based herbs, marijuana, medical marijuana, herbal supplements, all under the agriculture part of this. And a lot of these, or some of these, and Grow agriculture projects are in collaboration and partnership with Ghana, right, and Africa. And then we have Drip, the project that will provide clean, purified water. So when you hear about water that's not healthy to drink in places like Mississippi or Flint, Michigan, or Jackson, Mississippi, this is what comes to mind with that Drip project. And then, again, a digital gold. But this is what I love about this. It is like a set it and forget it, right? Upon the approval process, you make a one-time investment, right, or a one-time transaction, whatever you want to call it, and it continues to produce more tokens for you automatically versus a person only just having $1,000 And now whatever price that they put Bitcoin, or whatever price they put, whatever price that Bitcoin is priced at, right? When they put that $1,000 in, that's the tokens you're going to get. You're not going to get any more. And that's important because the more tokens that you have, the more assets you have. It's like putting your employees to work for you, right? The more employees you have, the more leverage you have. And the more leverage you have, right, the more money you have. The more people you have working for you, or the more systems that you have working for you, the better your leverage. And this is why rich people, they don't exchange their time for money. They leverage systems. They get into things like these projects that produces lifetime continuity cash flow. Now we got Bitcoin, for example, that's up, I think, $37,000 today. 37,000, and whoa, I'm sorry. I stand corrected. You know, my voice is about to get right real quick, right? 39,000 Bitcoin. Bitcoin said, "Don't, Queen, no. I passed 37, but 39,636 at the time of this recording." So let's say, for example, that a person put $1,000 in right now, and Bitcoin doubles at approximately $80,000. Right. See, most people look at the USD price of Bitcoin and say, hey, if I had 1,000, because I did a poll on this. I did a poll, and I asked people to vote. If I had $1,000, what crypto would I put that $1,000 in? Now, some people were smart. They chose to, divide it, maybe 200 in XRP, 200 in Sol, and maybe 600 in BTC. I thought that was smart. They wanted to diversify. But most people, or maybe 20-30% of people, chose Bitcoin at 39,000. I'm like, you don't get it. You don't get it. You're looking at the US dollar priced amount, which I'm not against Bitcoin at all. It is the king of crypto. It is the most powerful crypto as far as price in dollars, and powerful also as in giving you global access to be able to make transactions financially at any part in the world, right? I'm not against that. However, if Bitcoin goes to 80K, your $1,000 now is only $2,000. So now we have to talk about ROI, return on investment, right? And we got Shiba up almost 10% on the day as well, right? And so now we have to talk about ROI. Now, most people that are into crypto, they are into it to, number one, get their cash out of man's system, out of the government system. They want that. Why, Queen? Because we know that cash is about to crash. We know that United States will no longer be the global reserve currency, right? We know that cash will no longer be accepted globally. In fact, many countries have already stopped accepting cash for its commodities, for its oil, for its food, et cetera, et cetera. Now, and so you want cash. I asked some people, if I had if you had $1,000, would you put it in gold or silver? They will automatically go with gold. And these are people that make under 6 figures a year, meaning that they don't have an excessive amount of money to continue to invest on a consistent basis. With the prices of inflation going up, I just went to the grocery store, got 3 bags of small items of grocery. That was almost $60, right? And the threat of gas prices going back up again and exploding because OPEC, the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, have decided to cut or reduce the oil supply. So this will cause a domino effect on gas prices. Now you're going to have gas and groceries prices back at an all-time high. So that eliminates most of the lower middle class. When I say lower middle class, I mean if you make under 100K in some southern parts of the world or United States, but even if you make 250K in New York or California, you got people that's making six figures. That's the upper middle class is saying, "Hey, Queen, I'm broke. I live in New York, California, and I make 150K, and I'm living paycheck to paycheck." So they don't even have enough money to invest, right? And this is why I teach people how to get a paycheck pay raise and have experts and CPAs analyze your paycheck and to see if you're overpaying in taxes, right? And if you can leverage, that's that word again, leverage the taxes of a home-based business, which is 475 tax shelters, to help you increase your pay raise without, your pay without getting a second job or working overtime. So that's that. I talked already longer than I expected. I see all 28 people in. So all of you all, give the thumbs up, whether you are watching this on YouTube or Facebook. The second point I want to bring out is about Terra Luna Classic that's up 30%, right? I'm going to be honest with you. I have about $50 in Terra Luna Classic. I did not put a whole lot of a significant amount of money in it. Even when I heard that the SEC told Terra Luna that yes, you all can do like a revamp, I said, well, $50. And these type projects like Terra Luna, even she, with the exception of Doge, because Elon Musk is behind Doge, I only put money in there that I can afford to lose. Like I wouldn't be tripping, right? And $50 if Terra Luna, crashes or whatever, I'm not gonna be tripping about $50. However, I wish now I would have put more because my $50 as of today has increased. Let me look this up because I see I traded it, so I want to make sure. Yeah, my $50 as of today is up $248. All right, when I put Terra Luna in November, and I had some of June of 2022, I wish I would have held it. I don't know why I got impatient with that. But hey, I mean, those are the returns that you want to get. That's like I'm looking at my portfolio, and that's like a 5x return. That's a 5x return. That would be better than Bitcoin. And that's why I say people, you got to know the math. But what's going on with Terra Luna is with the Binance judgment, CZ, the CEO of Binance Exchange, they are burning more Terra Luna Classic, right, through Binance, through CZ, the CEO, and that exchange. So what that simply means is supply and demand. The less tokens that you have in supply and the larger your market cap is, right, the more that will spike the price up. And I'm pretty sure there are whales coming in right now buying Terra Luna Classic. Whales are, and I always educate people. I don't take for granted that people know what I mean when I'm using crypto language. Whales are people that got a well of money. I mean, they're multimillionaires and billionaires who come in and buy these cryptos, and then they start pumping, and then they come in and take out their profits, right? It's kind of like a pump and dump. However, Terra Luna does have a $1 billion market cap, right? It has a $1 billion market cap. So, of course, I decided it was worth me dropping $50, and I've already got a 5x return on Terra Luna. Now, my last live stream, I said never buy in the green. Always buy in the red, right? You want to get in at the lowest entry pumps with the host that is going to pump up. But, something that was cheap as Terra Luna, I didn't care if I bought in the red or green. That day I just dropped $50 in there. So there are some common sense things that I do. There are some exceptions to the rule. Another thing, you all, December 23rd, There's a Dogecoin that's going to be physically launched on the moon, and some more things that's coming up with Doge in January. And spot Bitcoin ETF approval may happen January the 10th. So what does this mean? Well, it's going to definitely increase the price of Bitcoin, right? Pump Bitcoin rather, and where Bitcoin is the tide that raises our ships, right? Altcoins follow. I am heavily into looking at altcoins. This is a different strategy than what I did in 2021, what I got into Bitcoin and Ethereum, but I don't regret it because Bitcoin at that time, at the halving, was like $3,000, right? And I thought I was getting in late at 3K, which made me a crypto millionaire. Yep, a Southern woman from Mississippi, right? Crypto millionaire that makes $60,000 teaching and coaching in the public schools, right? So if I can do it, anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. Like I'm like the Oprah Winfrey of Mississippi, by just hitting a million. And I continue to work and teach in the public schools, right? That's my calling, but teaching crypto and finances is my purpose in life. And so, now I'm looking at out-season, altcoins. I'm looking at the coins that, that I can get a 10X, a 20X, 30X, 100X, 1000X return, right? And then I will decide if I'm going to take those gains and convert it back into Bitcoin, no matter what price Bitcoin is at. So that's my strategy. I don't know yours, but I'm going to get the highest return on my investment, right? And again, these meme coins, they can go either way. Terra Luna Classic has a great community, just like XRP and Shiba Inu does, right? So they can go either way. This is why I like Terra Luna as well. But you all, for that $50 that I dropped in Terra Luna, I got, and this is the name of the game as well, is the number of tokens that you have. How many tokens did I get for $50? I think it was over $1 million for $50. So you want tokens, right? If you don't have tokens, it's just like going to Vegas or whatever. You don't have tokens, you can't play the game. You're not in the game, so you want to get those tokens. You want to look at the number of your tokens. And then if you take out profit and you take out gains, again, I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not giving you financial advice, but you want to take that cash, because we know cash is the lowest yielding asset that there is, and you want to get essential items for your household, right? But if you're going to take it out of the commodities world or take it out of the crypto commodity space, you want to put it and then move it back to the physical world. You want to put it in a physical asset like real estate that can give you continuity cash flow. Like, I'm not cashing out my Bitcoin or Ethereum to go buy a Lambo. I'm not doing it. That's a depreciating asset. I'm not cashing out my Bitcoin, Ethereum, or my crypto gains to go on a shopping spree, right? I am going to travel the world, but I'm not right now. For me, and I made this post on Facebook, sometimes you have to miss out on the fun, F-U-N, to stack your funds, F-U-N-D. I'm not going into this Great Depression trying to show people that I can drive my G-Wagon or my Lambo in a Great Depression. I have a daughter, right? And this is my opportunity to set her up for generational wealth. This is my opportunity not only for me to become a multimillionaire, but to have my daughter and her children and my grandchildren and my great-grands, right, to become a multimillionaire as well. I think futuristic. I think ahead. I am learning to live for today but plan for tomorrow. And I said I'm learning that because oftentimes I'm never in the moment. I never live for the day, right? And I'm getting better at that. But I always plan ahead, right? And when you play chess, when you play checkers, again, I'm a former basketball coach. I'm always thinking 10 steps ahead, right? You got to see, there have been times where I was like, oh, my player's about to make a bad pass. So before we get a turnover, let me call a timeout. Timeout, real, because you gotta think that way. You got to be thinking generational. You got to think futuristic, and you have to know that cryptocurrency is the new currency system. It is not just, oh, let me get in and pump and dump and get money out and put it back into cash. Again, the lower yielding asset that there is. No, that should not be the mindset. Listen, we have things that is going to go in the digital world, right? Property, right? Yourselves, you can make, what do they call it? Your avatar of yourself and be more in the digital world than this earth realm, right? You can sell things. You got AI crypto, you have metaverse crypto. Again, we got Bitcoin ETF, and you all just know that with Binance going down, you're going to have big corporations and companies that are going to come in and take over these exchanges, where when the flip is switched to central bank digital money, everyday working people, you won't even be able to buy crypto. And, they will deny your transaction. They was like, nope, you're not going to buy crypto. You're not going to buy assets. You're not going to get silver. You're not going to get gold. And this is where the saying comes from, that you will own nothing and be happy by the IMF. They're going to deny you getting on the exchange when CBDs come into full, action. They're going to deny you going on the exchange like a crypto.com or Coinbase and buying crypto. Like, they're going to be like, no, access denied. You can't make this transaction. And there's a lot of people that's going to want to buy. This is back to Matthew 25 in the Bible. The 10 wise virgins and the 10 foolish. It's going to come a time, it's getting hot. There's going to be a lot of people that want to buy, and they won't be able to, because they just released that 2 days ago, the new SWIFT system became live. Right? When we started with SWIFT in the summer of this year, it was just going through testing phases. Now they're already running the SWIFT system. So then they're doing these things on the holidays and football season, where people are thinking about shopping for gifts. Like, if you want to give me a gift for Christmas, give me some Bitcoin, give me some crypto. I'm not going to spend my money on people out of guilt when I could be putting my cash into setting up generational wealth. I'm not doing that. I'm not buying someone a Christmas gift just out of where we're going to exchange. We're going to pull names and exchange. No, I'm not doing it. Your child don't need a PS5 in most cases anyway. They're getting D's and F's. What you buying a PS5 for? My baby want a PS5. That my baby got to get. Your baby not even, even though Robert Kiyosaki says C students work for A and B students. I get it. But your baby might be a behavior problem in school. And I get it. That is pressure as a parent. I have a child. I get it. But I am not. I will explain to my daughter that I'm building a generational wealth for you. And me spending $500 on a PS5 versus putting it into some crypto, you'll understand it in the bye-bye. If that were my last $500 and I had to choose between getting my son and daughter a PS5, it might be more than $5. I don't know how much they cost, I'm just saying. Or putting my money into a crypto project and just tell them to hold on, because in the next 2 or 3 years, you're going to see why I didn't buy this game, because our new house is going to have a whole game room in it, right? I'm not doing it. And I said this was going to be short then. I said my voice couldn't allow me to go long. There are people who look at what they're getting back for income tax money and will spend that money prematurely and take a loan out against their income tax money and lose hundreds of dollars just because they want to get their baby something for Christmas. On that day, December 25th, when the Bible doesn't even say Jesus was born on that day. But anyway, right? Oh, it's getting hot in here, you all. I got to go to the gym. Let me read these comments real quick. Somebody did a smiley face. It's not showing a smiley face on this. I think this is maybe a spammer. So, you all, hello, Tony. Thank you for tuning in, you all. As you can tell, it's hot. And health is wealth. I'm about to go and work out. So I should be on my antibiotics for a couple more days, and my voice will be clearer. And let me go ahead and exercise, but I'm thankful that I did make it through that live stream. And yes, so hey, I did put a whole lot of TERRA Luna. I did put some in there when I saw what was going on, and it's yielding good results. I'm already a 5X, right? And you all, this is the greatest wealth transfer that this generation will ever experience. You know, you can go spend your money and follow your favorite football team and ball out and get your kids something for Christmas and spend money decorating your house, but I have a bigger vision in it than to do those temporary things. I got a bigger vision. I have an academic and athletic center for youth that I got to build, right, that I have to implement. See, some people don't have vision. Your vision will make you disciplined, right? I have a family home that I want for all of my family. We're going to have recreational things to do, from tennis courts to basketball courts to horseback riding, from swimming. It's going to have multiple bedrooms so my family can come in from out of state and out of town. I'm going to travel the world teaching and educating about finances and biblical finances principles and encouraging people how to build their mindset. Listen, that's why I got to stay healthy. I got to stay in God's presence. And I don't go out here and do these foolish things, because I always teach people these holidays are created in a way to make you broke. Right? January, they want you to celebrate New Year's. February, Valentine's. March, spring break. April Fools. Right? Then let's not forget about St. Patty's Parade and St. Patrick's Day. May is Mother's Day. June is Father's Day. Then they added Juneteenth. Let's get some more of their money. Then July, let's celebrate America's freedom. The 4th of July, let's get some more of their money. We're going to hit them back to back. Right? August is back to school shopping. September is Labor Day. October, Halloween. November, let them go celebrate by turkeys and dressing. Thanksgiving, right? And boom, December, Christmas. And they keep you in that perpetual cycle, and you stay broke. You stay broke. They keep you from month to month celebrating something, and you stay broke. You work hard for money, but you don't work hard enough to understand how to invest it, how to make your money work for you, right? Oh, thank you, Miss Howard. She says, hello, XRP. Love it, love XRP. Now that SWIFT is officially implemented in some states, you're going to see XRP do its thing. Miss Howard says, praying that you feel better, Queen. Oh, thank you. I'm sweating. I'm sweating like a Baptist preacher in a Southern church, a Mississippi church, on a Sunday morning without an AC unit. I mean, I am sweating up in here, so you know how my hair going to look when I get in that gym. That's why I keep my braids in longer throughout the year than I do my hair. Hello, Dr. Brown. You was texting me. I'm going to text you back as soon as I can. I got to go in and get this workout on. Oh, my God. I'm not even preaching the sermon. I mean, I am sweating up in here. This is sun, but I love sitting in the sun. 68 degrees my way. So many pimp. You know, on my Zoom this morning, we was talking about the unjust steward. And they said, you know, he's wiser than the children of the light. The children of the world is wiser than the children of the light. Why? Dr. Brown, because The children of the world understand the world system. They understand the kingdom of heaven. They understand how to impart heavenly principles within this earth realm. They understand money. They understand how to grow money. They implement the principles of the Bible when it comes to financial success and prosperity. Most people, churchgoers, they don't. They don't. So many biblical scriptures about money and finance. You know, the blessing of the Lord makes you rich and add no sorrow. In Genesis, the Bible talks about how Abraham was very rich, and it gave us an itemized list. So people want to say, well, now he was spiritual rich. No. Gold, silver, cattle, land. Itemized it. They were physical rich. Physical rich, right? Solomon, the richest, one of the richest men in the Bible, right? Queen Esther, Queen Sheba, which is the queen of Makeda, well, Queen Makeda also her name. These people were rich. I mean, rich. Job lost everything he had and got rich. And then sometimes some people say, well, Queen, you know, I don't have to be rich because I'm a Christian. Well, I don't know how you can be the king kid and not look like a, you know, I've never seen king's children in poverty, first of all. I looked at Queen Elizabeth and Prince Charles. I never seen their kids poor. Anyway, I'm a king's kid. Well, you should look like it in this earth realm. But at any rate, because the kingdom of heaven is imparting God's system into man's environment. And most people don't want to understand man's economic system, right? You could be spiritually rich and financially poor. Yep. Spiritually rich and financially poor. Yes, you can. That was Matthew 25, right? The master gave the gold bag to the servant. Spiritually rich. Lazarus, right? And the rich man, begging the rich man, please give me the bread to fall off the master's table. He died and went to heaven. He did. But Lazarus suffered on earth. And if you want to say, well, I'd rather suffer on earth, and my question is, why? Who told you have to choose? Who told you have to choose? God said the earth he has given unto mankind and highest heaven belongs to the Lord. God said the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof and all that dwell within. God told you never have to choose. He said the cattle on 1,000 hills belong to me. And if you belong to God and everything within this earth from the gold to silver and everything belongs to God, then why don't you have some of it? Right? I'm logging on. I just saw Dr. Brown on, and you know, I know that she know that Bible, and she the queen of the Bible and spirit, you know, and everything, and helping people with their salvation. So Dr. Brown just had to, you know, do that little sermon for her. But look, let me get in this gym. If I'm gonna sweat, I might as well sweat and lose some calories and build a healthy cardio system at the same time. You all, thank you for tuning in. But yeah, Terra Luna is doing this thing. I'm also working on my book, 11X, for 1,000 times more. 11 altcoins that, you know, I personally have my money in. I think that it would give me 1,000X return. That's in alignment with the scripture, Deuteronomy 1:11. May the Lord thy God, the God of our ancestors, bless you. And, right, that conjoining word and conjunction, right? And bless you and increase you. That means you could be blessed, but that means you could be increased. It says bless you and increase you, right? Bless you and increase you, you all. I'm signing out. Most people are in that situation based off their decisions. My back window is fogged up. Most people are in that situation because of their decisions. Listen, your decisions decide your will. After you prayed in the spiritual world, go and take action in the physical world. Your decisions decide your wealth. After you have prayed in the spiritual world, go and make decisions, actions in the physical world. Faith without works are dead. Also, visit the website milliemoves.com if you want to get those CPA experts to look at your paycheck to see if you're overpaying in taxes, and then not have to owe taxes when you file tax for tax season, but you can take home more pay and then possibly get more tax return back anyway, because you're going to add 475 tax deductions. Go on their website, milliemoves.com, and get that information as well, so you can have excess money, extra money, so you can invest, right? For the biggest wealth transfer that this generation has ever experienced. So, hey, congratulations to all those debt box holders. Definitely in the green today. Definitely looks like SEC is going to lose their case. And, a lot of gains for debt box holders as well. It's always good to have crypto that's connected to real world commodities, right? I'm signing out. You all have the great rest of your Sunday, Queen